Hello traders, welcome to Bars Edge Trader. This is our new EMA crossover 6 ATR. It uses the average true range to calculate entries. This replaces the SMA crossover 2.4. And here we're looking at the properties. We have ADX, we have ATR filters, we have dynamic parameters. These parameters are part of the heuristic algorithm that we currently use. We display data. We can display it at the variety of different areas. The fast and slow EMAs. Volume look back. We can play sound on crossovers. A max profit clamp, max loss clamp. These are actual clamps. It watches the current income that's being created or loss, and then it'll clamp down based on that set point. Enable email, the email address. We're going to send an email to support at Bars Edge Trader. Some colors. Here's the ATR, profit and losses and quantities. We have a total of 3 timers that we use. So now you can segregate when you want to play and when you don't want to play in an intraday or whenever. So we give you a 3, and on top of that we have 3 different ATRs or 3 different profit loss stages that go with those timers. And everything goes now on price change. We're not using ticks. So here we are up and running. You see we're looking at ATR and ADX. Just decided to show those. We have alerts log and we have NinjaTrader output. We're running this as playback. We're on ES 925, 5-minute bars. We're looking at little blue boxes, the last probability bar, whether we're bullish or whether we're bearish. That's the calculation from the algorithm. What the ADX is doing, the low and the high, and the ATR low, as far as just some running filters. Again, this is using the average true range to calculate the profit and the loss set points, which is great for beginners and novice. You don't have to worry about where you're going to calculate it. And there we go. We just fired. We show we had a probability of 1. That's actually 100% that we're going to go in that range. There was our profit target. And we sent a couple of emails. We sent an email when we went into the market. We sent an email when we came out with some profit. Going back to our settings, there looks like an awful lot, but really we don't need to change much. If you're going to change any of the filters, you just change the low and the high of the ATR and ADX. The dynamic filters, really the only thing we would change is look back period and probability threshold. Change the EMA, fast and slow. Volume look back, we hardly ever change that. Obviously we change the clamps, and we change the timer settings for ATR, and we change the times. Really, it's the only things that we would actually want to change. So this is just a quick review, and again, thank you. In the last video, we sent out a couple of emails, pretty straightforward emails. This is in the entry. This is when we entered, the time that we entered, the price that we entered on. We used the EMA cross ATR is what we were entering with. And then next is the exit, where we exited out. Again, EMA cross ATR, the time, the date, the P&L. We had 337.5 and the instrument. It was ES. Really simple, really straightforward. Not a lot going on there, but at least it's some data while you're out doing something. We designed the EMA cross ATR to really take advantage of NinjaTrader Strategy Analyzer. So we were trying to build it so what you see is what you get when you use a Strategy Analyzer. It's really super close. The only thing I'd have to say is when you're not getting the entries that you're looking for, you definitely want to change the time period. That means the cycles aren't happening again. Just a few things to change here. The couple of the filters, the EMA fast and slow period, maybe look backs, clamps I wouldn't even worry about. Not in this scenario. Definitely profit and loss. You definitely want to change those. The other thing you're going to want to change, and we're going to show you here in a minute why it's important, is the time and timing. When you're going into the market, how long you're staying in that market. Super important. So here we're selecting ES. I'm going to do 5 minutes. And we only suggest just doing a block of 1 week, nothing larger. Too much data is not great. We have been finding out. We're going to run it. Here we go. Quick run. See our profit and loss. See the amount of trades we're getting. See consecutive wins, consecutive loses. But here's the interesting part. We go to half hour of day. You can see where we're making our losses at. So if we come back and edit it, and edit that time, just let's say we start at 9:30 and not at 8:30, we run again, look at that. That's pretty great. Yeah, we get rid of that. Now we jump back into the to the summary. Now we're 100% across the board. Again, we design the algorithm to work with Strategy Analyzer to hopefully is what you see is what you get. But again, if the cycles change, you're going to want to change the timing. Instead of 5 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever.